everybody. Happy Friday.
What's happening, folks? We were late tonight.
We were sorry.
Yes.
You were busy with your side gig plumbing our house.
Oh my God. Yeah. My side hustle, home repair.
For which you don't get paid, but
Yeah, well.
people expect you to do it anyway.
Yeah. The shower, well, the tub spout in the big bathroom, it's an extra long spout. It has to be because the normal size tub spout with diverter doesn't clear the edge of the tub. So anyway, it's kind of hard to find the larger ones. Home Depot used to have a selection, but now they pretty much just have the regular ones. So I had to go out on Amazon. And Danco is a brand that Home Depot carries. It's a pretty common brand of, quote unquote, universal bathroom parts. They make shower diverters, handles, all that stuff. Anyway, I found the Danco part on Amazon, but then to get that thing flush to the wall was, I had to basically make a part that didn't exist in order to get it to work. And it took all damn day.
Spoiler alert, you figured it out and made it work, and now the new spout is on there, so we can all drink to that. Here's to the new spout.
F&A.
Well, hopefully we can finish our live this evening because we're in the middle of a massive solar storm right now.
Are we?
It's the biggest one since 2003.
Damn.
Yeah, since this afternoon we've been pummeled by coronal mass ejections. We've got solar flares going on.
Really?
Could affect the power grid, satellite communications, and high frequency radio communications.
How come it hasn't?
I don't know. I'm not a solar.
Not a scientist?
No, not a scientist. I was a biologist, but not a solar scientist. So that's happening, but hopefully everything will be cool.
I've decided to live as if I'm on vacation every day.
Fixing plumbing and talking to clients?
Yeah.
Okay.
Except in my mind, I'm on vacation.
Okay.
You know how whenever we are on vacation, I'm working anyway, right?
That's true. Yeah, I guess you might as well pretend you're on vacation.
I'm just going to pretend I'm on vacation all the time.
All right. Sounds good.
Yeah.
Well, just in case the power grid does go down, let's go ahead and get our market minute over with. So this is the part where you talk about the market for 1 minute. Oh, and this is the time where we only have one slide. Because
one
this
slide.
Is month over
it's
month.
A month over month update.
We're doing a slightly longer time period.
We do this once a month,
yes.
if you haven't already noticed.
Okay, so here we go. And let's see. Oh no, I ruined the timer. There we go. Okay.
Okay, so San Diego County real estate update month over month overview. 11.4% increase in new listings, which is really not that much when you look at the numbers themselves. 4.1% decrease in pending sales. That's actually like about 50.
There was a time period where interest rates were going even higher than they are now, and I think that slowed things down some too.
Yes, actually, this is not 50. It's less than 100 different. So anyway, the sky isn't falling there. 3.7% increase in closed sales, 6.9% decrease in days on market, which only equals 2 days, and a 3.9% uptick in median price. Wow, wow, wow. Record median price in San Diego County. So, it is what it is. Prices keep going up, and that's a function of supply and demand, and that's that.
Okay, even though I forgot I wasn't supposed to talk during this segment and used up a couple of your seconds.
Yeah, I noticed that. I wasn't gonna,
I was sorry.
That's all right. If I go over, I go over. We started 18 minutes late. If I go over the 1 minute mark, I'm interrupting the flow by talking about the shower diverter and how I'm living like I'm on vacation all the time. Well,
in case you're new here, if we say or one of us says we were sorry, that's like code for we weren't really sorry, but it seems like we should have said we were sorry.
Yeah.
If you say sorry in the past tense.
That means like, geez, that little bug just tried to fly at my nose.
Summer bugs coming around.
Yeah.
Okay.
Summer bugs make me feel fine.
Let me fix a couple things here. I'm going to go over here and get out of there because we are going to go to a survey now which is the most chilled out cities to visit in 2024.
Whoa.
Yeah, so this is by some folks, and I don't think I've heard of them before. Paying Too Much. They sell travel insurance, but they also do surveys.
That's not a really good name for a site. Payingtoomuch.com.
No, I think maybe they mean you're paying too much for competitors.
Yeah.
Paying too much, buy our travel insurance. But you could interpret it a different way as well.
Travel insurance. I got to tell you, I almost never buy the travel insurance.
I figure, you just take your chances every time. And the one time where your trip gets canceled, well, that's, that was going to be the money you spent on travel insurance.
You paid your money, you took your chances.
Right.
It seems like it's one of those things like everywhere you swipe your card now, you're supposed to tip. It's like every time you're checking out, it's like, did you want to insure your purchase? Did you want to buy the travel? It's like, no, I just wanted to buy the fucking thing.
Can we say that here?
I don't know.
Okay.
I just wanted to buy the thing.
Well, I think a lot of people share your sentiments, especially about tip culture. But right now we're talking about the most chilled out cities in the world.
Oh, sorry. Hopefully San Diego's not on there because I'm all worked up. I'm not chilled out at all.
All right. Well, let's. So,
I'm all right. I'm chilled.
Okay.
I'm chilled.
So they're ranking cities based on a bunch of metrics: parks, walking trails, noise, light pollution, traffic levels, population density, and happiness scores. Okay, so let's.
Why is it so small?
Here, let me. I think I can zoom it in some more.
That's not chilling me out
That's
at all.
Okay. How's?
There we go. That's pretty good.
That's 175%.
All right.
Okay. So number 1, Sydney, Australia.
All right then.
And then the next. Oh yeah. Okay. We have Austria and then Australia. That was tricky.
Australia's on in the top 3 twice.
Honolulu.
Ooh, aloha.
Amsterdam. I was pretty chilled out when we were in Amsterdam.
It's hard not to be.
Kyoto, Japan.
Interesting.
Number 7, San Diego.
San Diego.
That's right.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. See, I'm living like I'm on vacation because I'm chilled out in the number 7 most chilled out city in the world.
So this makes us the number 1 most chilled out city in the continental United States, right?
I can see that happening. Yes.
Okay. And we've got Berlin, Dublin, Prague. Okay. Now, if you go down here, they have the list of least chilled out cities.
Oh.
Let's get down here. The least chilled out city in the world, Mumbai, India. Marrakesh, Morocco, Indonesia, Brazil, another India, Thailand, Turkey, Egypt, more Brazil, and
Kuala Lumpur.
Okay, all right. I've never been to Kuala Lumpur, but for some reason I thought it was chilled out, but I guess it's not.
I've never been to any of those places, so I cannot comment on them.
I've never been to any of those places either.
We don't tend to travel a whole ton. I mean, when before Deva and I were, before we had children, I think it was 1999, we went to the Netherlands.
We did go to the Netherlands.
And then
yes, we did.
On our honeymoon, which was almost 26 years ago now, we went to Hawaii. And aside from that, our travel has been pretty limited to California, hasn't it?
Cruises.
Oh, cruises, yeah. And that's, I mean, some would argue that's not really traveling. But
Las Vegas. I mean, well, again, people
true.
might say that's not traveling, but we certainly have gone there a lot.
So, I mean, since we started our business, it kind of keeps us.
It's hard to get away because you work,
close to home.
like every day.
And then we've got the 2 cats. We always have had cats, and now we have our twin orange cats.
And one of them has special needs.
Yeah,
we have to give her an inhaler twice a day.
She needs an inhaler twice a day. We'll do a special segment on that sometime. It's cute. You give little Bella her inhaler. It's got like a little tube with a mask, and you give the blast, and there's a little flapper that shows you when she's breathing.
Another funny part is that the medication for cat asthma, they don't make a feline version of it, so we have to pay for the human version. And she doesn't have health insurance, so that's a whole.
Neither do we, barely.
Well, we have some.
We have health insurance. It's just
okay.
It's just not very good. It's
for
probably a lot like your health insurance.
Yeah, I don't think anyone is super thrilled with their health insurance.
No.
But anyway, let's talk about weekend events.
All right.
So everybody on Reddit is talking about this thing called Wonderfront that's happening on the waterfront, downtown. And it sounds like there's different stuff happening at different stages. They've got the Waterfront Park, they've got Seaport Village. So they have some they got musical artists and food and drinks and other stuff happening. There's even like some boat parties.
Weezer and Beck.
So I would go for Beck and Steel Pulse. And any of these other folks, either I have never heard of them and maybe they're really good, I just don't know about it, or, I can't listen to the one that starts with W because of the name. I just can't. I can't do it. I can't say that name or listen to a band that has that name. I'm sorry. I know it doesn't make any sense.
You've got kind of weird hang-ups sometimes.
No, we've all got our things.
That's interesting.
What? What's interesting? Why are you looking at me like that?
You really can't say it?
I could if I wanted to. I just don't want to.
But does it trigger you? Does it trigger?
I don't know. I just don't like it. I would rather not. I could, but I'd rather not.
Interesting.
All right.
No, it's fine. Weezer. They're called Weezer. And, I mean, a lot of people liked them. And they were an interesting band. The lead singer of that band is an interesting guy. He, I forget what university it was, but he, like, in the height of his fame, he decided, I'm going to go to, I think it was like Harvard or something. The
guy from that band?
Yeah.
Okay.
His name is Rivers something. He's got like a weird name. Rivers, I think, is his name. Anyway, yeah, that band. They had an interesting sound.
All right. Anyway, so
she's like, I don't want to talk about them anymore. Let's move on.
So here's a festival map. Now I like this party cat boat.
Just like Buddy Holly. Da, da, da. Yeah. Okay. Sorry.
Okay. Party cat boat. VIP limo boat. Now I don't know about the music or who's playing or whatever, but both of those things sound pretty sweet to me. Party cat boat. I mean, are there like partying cats on the boat, or you can party with cats?
No, wait a minute. What is this? This is still
This is the festival map, and it includes some party boat stuff.
Okay. All right.
So this is which park is this? I should
Shelter
know.
Island Park or?
I don't think so. I should.
Go
I
back
don't know
to
why it
the
doesn't say.
description.
Was there a description?
I don't know. It's all where it listed all the bands and stuff.
Yeah. All right.
Okay. Wonderfront, San Diego, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
That's just the bands.
Where is it though?
Well, it's all over. Okay, here. Maybe it goes. Okay. Boat parties, sunset cruises, old town trolleys, games, food.
Oh, San Diego downtown waterfront.
Yeah. I don't know. It's a bunch of places.
But that map was...
I don't know why the map wasn't labeled with, where is this?
Is this like... It doesn't really say.
It could be Harbor Island, but I don't think...
No. I was thinking it was Shelter Island.
Oh.
Harbor Island, maybe, I guess.
Really? No, that's not...
Are we still zoomed in like 120%?
No, we're not. I zoomed out.
I think our show is crashing and burning.
Seaport Village.
Okay, that's where it is.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Here we go.
It's got it.
Off of Seaport Village.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
And there's Old Town Trolley.
Right.
All right. So we've got hornblower boat stuff. You can go on the Old Town Trolley.
Highly recommended.
Yeah. Anyway, it seems
super
like they're
chill.
turning it into a party trolley.
It's super chill though.
Super chill. Oh, here's Art.
Weezer.
I'm saying some words to you in my head that I can't say on YouTube, but you could probably guess. Okay, so if you don't want to go see Art's favorite band and ride on a party cat boat, you can go to Gator by the Bay.
You'd be surprised at the kind of music Art likes. Art has very
eclectic. He likes like Moby.
Well, eclectic.
That's the only.
Maybe one
That's
of
the
them.
only band I know that Art likes.
Well, he's always like he'll surprise you. You jump in his car, he'll be listening to some pop, or sometimes like some Bob Dylan, Blood on the Tracks. When I first the Toyota that I bought from Art that now is John's car. When I first got it from him, I turn on the car and I turn on the radio and Bob Dylan comes on, and his Bob Dylan Blood on the Tracks CD was still stuck in the CD player.
Did you give it back to him?
Yeah, of course I did. And anyway, Bob Dylan, Blood on the Tracks it's just like an eclectic. It's not even like one of those Dylan albums, or it doesn't have any songs that you ever heard on the radio, but it's very good. The Idiot Wind song is the best song on there.
All right.
You ever heard that one?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I have.
Anyway, Art's taste in music is quite eclectic,
Well.
and it's surprising because
I remember discussing Moby with Art,
Right.
and I was surprised that Art would like Moby because that's,
well, when you see Art, he looks pretty square, like
Yeah.
me. I look square.
not me. I don't look square.
Well,
I
okay,
look cool.
fine. My goal is to look square, but be very, very weird.
Okay.
I'm extremely weird. You'll get to if you ever like get to know me, you'll understand that I'm a weird guy.
You're all about freaking out the squares.
Yes, by looking like one of them and then getting
Trick
weird.
them.
Yes.
It's like a weird bait and switch. All right, Gator by the Bay, Zydeco Blues and Crawfish. Now, when I was a kid, my grandparents lived on Clear Lake, and Grandma Katie had these traps, and she would put canned dog food in them, and she called them crawdads and boil them up. You don't.
Canned dog food.
I don't know.
That's a Grandma Katie
that's
thing.
a total Grandma
that is
Katie
like
thing.
right up Grandma. Oh man,
Yeah,
that's
but
like
anyway,
classic
and then
Grandma
she'd
Katie.
boil them up, and anyway, I'm wondering if crawdads and crawfish are the same thing. I don't know, but
I think they're the same thing.
okay, it's just from where you're
see,
from. It's a regional.
Deva's grandparents, my grandparents mostly had passed on by the time her and I met. My mother's mother was still alive, but I didn't really have grandparents. And so Deva's grandparents became my grandparents, and they were like...
Katie and Ace were cool.
They were pretty cool people,
They were.
for sure.
They were. They had some weird old people stuff going on, but that's to be expected.
They were righteous dudes.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, this is pretty much what you can expect. Zydeco Blues and Crawfish.
Okay.
So that's happening.
Will Nathan and the Zydeco Cha-Chas be there?
I don't know.
Okay.
I could scroll through here, but I didn't see, I don't know who that is. Did you just make that up?
No, it was a real Zydeco band, but I haven't heard of them since like 1989.
Well, it doesn't appear they were able to make it.
I think they may have disbanded.
All right, so if you're not down for large waterfront festivals, you could go to the 27th annual Fiesta de los Penasquitos in Rancho Penasquitos. You sound excited about that.
Well, that happens. Now, see, for a while, we had the Carmel Mountain Ranch Street Fair that would come slightly after De Los Penasquitos Festival. Carmel Mountain Ranch doesn't do that anymore.
It's because the Diamond Gateway Chamber went away. We were actually in charge of booth sales for that one year. And
Oh, yeah, we put that
that
whole
might have
thing-
been the last year the festival ever happened.
I don't think it was our fault.
It wasn't our fault. It was just a coincidence.
Well, somebody was embezzling funds from the chamber and they folded. It was definitely
Too
not
bad.
us.
It wasn't
'cause
not us. We would not have known how to do
we were
that.
like really entry-level chamber people at that time.
They
And so-
put us in charge of the what was our job?
booth
Well, we
sales.
were the chairs of what
Oh,
was
the
the committee?
ambassador.
Yes, we were the chairs of the ambassador committee.
So anytime there was like a ribbon cutting, we would have to organize. And if there was a mixer, we'd have to get people to donate the
Yeah,
food.
we did a good job too.
We did a great job.
And whoever was embezzling ruined it for all of us.
Yes, but now we belong to the San Diego Regional Chamber of Commerce and have, we're not...
We're not in charge. You're in charge of something.
I have a position in that
Yeah.
in that chamber as well. I run the Snap networking group. So if you have a business that you'd like to promote, you can join the chamber for as low as $41 a month, and then you can join
Low
Snap
price.
networking as part of your chamber membership and promote your business.
Okay.
We have about 18 members right now. We
Nice.
meet on Zoom on the first and third Wednesday of every month.
Okay.
Anyway,
That's a fun group.
it is.
All right, so let's move on to Balboa Park, where they're working on the botanical building. They've been working on it for a
Oh,
long
yeah.
time, but they're finally letting us see
What
what's
happened
happening
to
in
that
there.
guy? His head is
I'm
really
going to turn on the
shiny.
captions.
His
Well,
head is super
I
shiny.
said I was going to turn on the captions, but instead I'm just ruining our video.
Oh, there we go.
Captions. That's not working. All right, well, why can't I turn the captions on?
Maybe I don't know.
Whatever. Anyway, here, let's just skip right to some. This doesn't look like the botanical building.
No, those people are.
Didn't it say they were supposed to be the botanical building?
I didn't see. I was just trusting you.
Well, it does say this.
It does, yeah.
That's not the botanical. Maybe if I reload it.
Maybe if we just read the article to
Right.
people. Oh, there it is.
There it is.
There
Okay.
It is. Okay.
It's probably Art's fault. He's not here anymore. Well, Art might have went away.
Screw you, Art. You ruined it.
Ruined our video
Ruined
again.
it for us.
Oh, they've even got a reveal with some plastic.
Wow.
And, they're really
oh my
working on it.
goodness. Ugh. That makes me feel a little uneasy. They really
tore it up in there. You don't like it?
No, it's beautiful. I'm thinking about the city and their supposed budget crisis. But
that's going to segue into some other stuff about the city. Okay. We're going to complain about the city later, but we're going to do it near the end where probably everyone has already gone away. So in case we say anything stupid or offensive, no one will see.
Okay, but I will say this is worth it. Whatever. I mean, I'm sure they're paying too much, but this is one of the crown jewels of San Diego.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to waste money, you might as well do it on the Botanical Building because that's a cool spot. It's free for everybody. It's right there by that pond.
It brings tourists.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we need those in San Diego for the revenue.
Well, speaking of revenue, some Compass agents announced that they sold the highest priced home in La Jolla's history.
Ugh.
7,007 Country Club Drive sold for $35 million. And these folks, I know this is going to be,
they represent the seller and the buyer.
So they got,
oh my God.
They got paid twice. 10 bedrooms, 9 full and 5 half baths, 22,000 square feet.
30 acres.
Let's watch their property video.
Oh my God. All right. Why are we not selling properties like this? $33 million. I mean, that's like a whole year's worth of income in one sale. It probably cost these people a buttload of money.
I'm sure it did.
This is not that great a video, though. I could have Matt Pitta do this for... Okay, maybe I should reserve judgment until... Look at all those dormer windows. I'm telling you right now, they didn't spend more than $1,200 on this video.
Ooh, the faucet's running. That's odd. I've never seen a video with a faucet running before.
Why do
they need to prove that the faucet runs. But
this is not. I mean, I'm sorry to I don't want to criticize another Compass agent, but this is pretty weak for a $35 million property.
Well, it seems like a pretty standard. They should have gotten some better lighting in there for that much. Oh my gosh, look at that view.
I mean, yes, the images are beautiful. But the video, the production, I mean,
it's pretty standard. I mean, we have almost we have a very similar video that we did for our home in Escondido last week.
It was just 2,500 square feet instead of 22,000. But the whole thing where they're sliding and panning and
same thing.
This is just all done with a standard camera. This is not. Shame on you. You should have spent more money on this video.
Well, it would seem like maybe they could get some better lighting and stuff in here, but there's a gazebo.
I would have written a whole song, and I mean this is just.
You would have written a song for it?
Yeah, for a $33 million. If I got a $33 million listing, I'm writing a song, baby.
Okay, I'll do like an interpretive dance or something.
Yeah, absolutely.
Pull out all the stops. Well, it certainly does look like a nice place.
That's a beautiful house. I wonder what the total commission was.
Well,
Ross Clark, Lauren Gable, and who?
Brett
Dickinson. They're Compass agents, huh?
Yeah.
I've never heard of them. But
well,
I mean, that's
I guess
because
they don't need to.
They don't need to be heard of by me.
Right.
Oh my God. So if it was, let's say it was even, they did both sides, so it had to be at least 1% on each side. So 33, I don't even know how to do that math, zeros.
I'm not going to try it now.
I am. I'm going to do it right now. Okay, so even if it's 1%, I don't even know. Okay, 33
well, if you're doing one, it's pretty easy.
Times
you just have
0.01. Well, $330,000 is 1%. Mm-hmm. So if they did 1% on each side, that's 660 grand. On one sale, that's better than one. I mean, never mind. I'm not going to disclose.
Look at all those solar panels.
Jeez, I have got to sell one of these. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, well,
600. I mean, maybe they didn't. Maybe they did a flat fee, $500,000. I don't know. Jeez, wow. Okay.
All right. Well, let's. Okay. So I think we're going to start moving into stuff that
I have to admit. as a realtor for the past 20 years, I can't look at a sale price without, I slip into what was the commission. That's just natural, right? It's my business. It's our business. So.
Well, that's one thing that we enjoy about our business is getting paid.
Well, anybody, you work, you get paid.
Like to get paid at your job.
And we don't get paid an exorbitant amount. But I will tell you that for that friggin' video, those people got paid like, wow. But maybe they didn't even get one. Who knows?
Who knows what happened?
Because that's the huge misconception. Like if you read the media, they'd say that, everybody gets 6%.
No, especially not in San Diego. People haven't gotten 6% for,
not for
decades.
The last 15 years at least. So it's always negotiable. So those agents either had a percentage or they negotiated a flat fee. But on a $33 million property, I don't know what you do. I would love to know what do you do?
Well, maybe you don't want to know.
I want to know because there's no reason we can't be doing that if that's the video they use to sell that property.
Well, maybe somebody in La Jolla is looking at YouTube right now and they're looking at our video of the property we sold in Escondido last week, and they're like, these folks are good. Look at this video. That's good enough for us. Let's call them.
I'll show up in my Kia and my Triumph shirt, and we'll sell the hell out of your house.
All right. Well, we're just getting warmed up now because let's talk about some drama that's happening in Carmel Mountain Ranch.
Oh shit! Okay.
Up in the suburbs here, I-15 corridor. So Eric is the community council chairman, and there was a very lively meeting on Wednesday.
There sure was.
And the problem was with the Fit Athletic Club and their pool.
It's not their pool. It's the city's
there was a pool on the property of the Fit Athletic Club.
But it's
and we used to go to that gym, and it was Frogs Fitness.
Yes.
And we stopped going there like 15 years ago or something, whenever it became
a while back.
Fit Athletic Club, because they changed the structure and
they started charging a lot.
Yeah, we
more.
didn't like it, so we left and we went somewhere else.
Frogs was like the nicest gym ever. They had stacks of clean towels all the time. It was just anyway.
So anyway, there are several different Fit Athletic Club franchises around here, or branches or whatever.
In San Diego.
Yeah, so there's one in Carmel Mountain Ranch, and they're talking about how great they are. And I spent a fair amount of time perusing, and I'm not judging the club. I'm not saying anything that's not on public record from the meeting. So I don't see any mention of the pool on the website. They're talking about how great the club is. They don't mention a pool.
Well, the pool is currently closed,
okay,
so they might have taken it off now.
Then I went to Google Maps.
Yeah.
So you can see here, Fit Athletic Club. I don't know what kind of court this is. You can feel free to roast me if you want to. That didn't look like tennis to me, but
that. I don't know
what kind of court is that?
I guess if you... It looks like a football field.
If you know what kind of court or field this is, let us know in the comments.
It's marked off in 5-yard increments like a football field.
Yeah, and at first I thought it was... tennis, but I don't think so.
No, that's...
Anyway, feel free to roast us in the comments, but also let us know what kind of court is that.
Well, it's marked off. The markings look a lot like a football field. All right, anyway.
So then there's a nice big pool in the Google Maps image, and this is it says 2024. Okay.
The pool is there.
Yeah, the pool is there. So I'm going to stop talking now, and you talk about the pool.
Oh, God. Okay. So... Fit Athletic is the current ownership, purchased it from a previous owner that was also calling it Fit Athletic. The previous owner was supposed to be maintaining this pool as part of their lease with the city of San Diego.
And the city of San Diego owns the pool, is that correct?
The city of San Diego owns the pool, was leasing it to Fit. It's still a public pool the whole time. So this whole time, did you know that you could have gone to Fit and paid like $5 and swam in the pool? Did you know that?
No.
I never knew that until Wednesday. we've lived in
I
Carmel
don't think
Mountain.
most people knew that.
We've lived in Carmel Mountain Ranch 20 years, and I had no idea that I had the right to use that pool.
Mm-hmm.
So, previous owner of Fit, no fault of the current ownership, let the pool fall into horrible disrepair. So the city of San Diego, as the landlord, apparently wasn't even checking to see how their tenant was doing with the pool, because it was allowed to fall into such disrepair that the city, like when they finally did look at it, sent the owner of Fit Athletic like this giant 3-page letter, all the crap that was wrong with the pool. And so that owner was like, we're selling the club. And they sold it to this guy, and they did not, okay, allegedly, allegedly, I have to say, hypothetically, allegedly, they did not disclose to the new buyer, the current owner, that the city was pissed off about the pool. They concealed this, allegedly. I don't know. I'm not saying it because I don't believe.
That seems like a huge liability for the previous owner.
The current owner tells me that they're lawyered up on this situation. So, yes. So, allegedly, this was all not disclosed. So, current owner buys the club and then finds out that the pool is being repossessed by the city. And now the city is pouring hundreds of thousands of dollars into the pool. They're going to put a new heater. And this pool was built in 1996, and the city claims they found asbestos in one of these buildings in 1996. Mind you, asbestos was made illegal in 1989, finally. They were allowed to keep producing until like 90, and then the suppliers were allowed to keep selling until 92. So the city of San Diego must have purchased up a bunch of bargain basement.
They had it in a storeroom
building
somewhere.
Materials, kept it in a storeroom. So if you're anywhere in the city of San Diego and you're in a building that was built in the 90s, probably even into the 2000s, the city was doing shit on the cheap and bought a bunch of asbestos tiles. Good job, San Diego. And this is no fault of the current administrators of the city, because this is 25 years ago. But it's interesting how the deeds or misdeeds of past administrations come to haunt current times. And that's what's happening here. So they found asbestos, they found problems with the heater, which they've replaced. They found problems with the ADA access, all sorts of problems with this pool. So in the meantime, they've closed it. And the people at Fit Athletic are fit to be tied. They want to be able to use this pool because they've always been using this pool. But it's a city pool for the residents of Carmel Mountain Ranch and Sabre Springs. And anyway, it's like this whole thing is giving me a huge headache because it's such a flippin' mess. And it's all because the city of San Diego leased this pool to this owner, didn't keep track of it. And in the first place, this pool was supposed to be at the rec center.
Really?
Yes.
Wow. That would make way more sense.
Of course. The community pool should be at the community rec center,
yeah,
right?
Then people would probably know that they might be able to use it.
Right. Well, for some stupid reason, they built it here instead of several blocks away at the rec center. And so this whole thing has been a huge mess since 1996. Now it's an even huger mess, and the city's pouring hundreds of thousands of dollars into this pool. And the thing that just makes my head explode is once they're done, the city of San Diego asserts that they are going to run the pool as a city pool, and maybe they'll negotiate with Fit to allow them access or whatever. But all this money's being spent, they're going to heat the water, all this other crap, and the pool's going to be open like 9 to 4, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 11 to 4, Tuesday, Thursday, and no weekends. How does that make any sense? This is apparently how city pools run. They pay all this money to run these pools, and they're open like 30 hours a week.
What about Poway, though? Poway seems to do a good job of this. They have the pool at the rec center.
Yes.
And it's open a lot.
Yes.
They've got all kinds of classes
Yes.
and different stuff going on there.
Well, I'm just going to say this. Poway's better than San Diego at administering things. But also, Poway is a more contained area. The city of San Diego, if you want to rewind a few, decades, the city of San Diego annexed all this land.
Jamie, don't send those people to my pool. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said anything about Poway. You have to pay extra if you're not a Poway resident to go to the Poway pool. So don't go there.
They're going to pay. They're going to pay to go to your pool, Jamie.
Right.
Anyway, the city of San Diego annexed all this land, and I mean, if you really think about it, the city of San Diego occupies a giant land area and 41 or so different planning areas. It's a ridiculously large city. It's difficult. It's diverse, very difficult to administer, and they have let the budget just get out of control. And anyway, this whole thing is like one of the biggest messes I've ever seen in my life, and I wasn't aware of any of it until Wednesday. When I walked in to run my community council meeting with my little gavel, and there's like 100 people in there like all, you know, ready to scream and yell. And I'm like, excuse me, what the hell is this all about? And then a lady from the city shows up to talk about the pool. They're yelling at her. And wow.
All right. Well, let's talk about something more light and fruity.
I didn't sleep much after that Wednesday night. I was tossing and
sleep
turning.
better tonight.
Oh, well, that was fine the next night. But, you know, these meetings where the angry villagers show up are quite interesting.
Well, let's talk about something more fun. Let's talk about potholes.
Oh, let's get into more city bullshit. Okay.
So I saw this story. The pothole epidemic in San Diego has potential solutions. So this is classic. I'm not going to say the name of the news outlet. You can see it. But so the beginning is sort of interesting. From Mayor Falklander's 1,000 miles of roads by 2020 to Mayor Gloria's sexy streets. Well, that's not even a whole sentence as far as the opening paragraph there. But
yes.
Anyway.
Very poorly written, Channel
Right.
10.
So they're talking about a new audit about
Get
potholes.
a thesaurus.
They don't mention who's doing the audit, what it was about, where you can see the data or whatever. And as far as I can tell, this whole audit was just someone from News 10 interviewing the assistant manager at Discount Tire.
What is, it's kind of an epidemic around these parts, said Mark Berquist, an assistant manager.
Right.
You couldn't even get the manager of Discount Tire to talk about potholes?
The article is about how the streets are jacked up, and we all knew that.
Yeah,
But it reminded me about the laser vans that the city of San Diego commissioned. So the city of San Diego commissioned these, I'm not sure how many there were. There maybe were one or two. They were Mercedes vans, and they were equipped with lasers to drive around the streets and assess the potholes. So this article reminded me, well, what happened with those laser vans? So I looked into it, and it turns out that the laser vans, they finished the project, and I don't know where the laser vans are now. I tried to figure that out, and I couldn't do it. I think they have them, in a warehouse somewhere, who knows what, or Todd, I'm not going to say anything about Todd Gloria driving the laser vans around, because I'm sure he wouldn't do that. But.
He'll jack you with a lug wrench. You better be careful.
Okay, I'm not gonna say any more about Todd Gloria. So
we see you.
The data that came out from the laser vans, it was the Pavement Conditions Assessment Index, PCI, is the most widely used method for assessing and reporting street pavement conditions.
You can't just drive down the street and be like, oh, this street's jacked up.
No, you need a laser van.
Okay.
So you can download a CSV file, or they have this whole map here.
Yeah, this is new.
Yeah. Have you seen this?
Streets.sandiego.gov. I haven't seen it yet, but I was told about it just Wednesday.
So it seems like they didn't do all the streets. It would seem like if you were going to have a laser van, you would drive all the streets.
Well, they didn't.
So, and the different colors are how jacked up the streets are. You can see. So this street, Del Mar Mesa Road, Satisfactory. Okay.
Go to World Trade Drive in Carmel Mountain Ranch.
I don't know if they even did that one. Here, you're a map person. You have a couple different degrees in different mapping things. So why don't you take over? But okay, before you take over, I'm going to say one thing, which is it looks like they did not do Ted Williams Parkway, which they have listed as Ted Williams Freeway. It's not a freeway, it's a parkway. And I know for sure there are lots of potholes because I drive over them almost every day, and they didn't even drive the laser van over it.
Where the hell? I don't know. Where
are you looking for? There's
Black
Mountain
I
Ranch.
need to go south. Okay. Camino del Norte. Okay, here we are. Carmel Mountain Ranch. So.
Oh, look, it's Matt's here. Hey, Matt. Happy Friday.
Oh, what's up,
We know lots of Matts, but this one happens to be Eric's brother.
What's up,
welcome,
dude?
Welcome, Matt.
All right, so Carmel
We're
Mountain.
just complaining about city matters and,
Carmel Mountain Road, cross street from Rancho Carmel Drive. Good. Oh, that's bullshit. All right, well, did they do World Trade?
Oh, here's Rancho Carmel Drive there. World Trade is over here, yeah?
Yes, this is like one of the worst streets
it's bad. I was
in
just
the
on
city
it
of San
today.
Diego. I drive all over
crumbling.
San Diego.
Oh, okay, very poor. It is very poor.
Yes. Fiscal year construction start. So
fiscal year.
Yeah, fiscal year construction start 2025. So it's funded. They're going to fix this.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, they're going to fix this segment.
They're probably going to have to pay for some more pothole repairs before then. But.
Yes, they are. And then this segment here is a little, still very poor, and it's going to happen in 2026. So this assessment that they did is actually, I mean, the GIS that they put together here is pretty cool. They did not need flipping laser vans to do this, though.
Matt, they should throw Ted Williams' body into the potholes.
Ah, yes.
Or at least his head is separate. Is that right?
Yeah,
They kept the head separate?
It was at one point, yes. They're keeping Hitler's brain alive inside a jar. That's a Weird Al Yankovic song. Okay, so Ted Williams Parkway, they're saying very poor, not until 2029.
Wait, they did do Ted Williams Parkway?
Yes.
Oh, I just went on a rant about how they didn't do it. But I guess they only just did this section here.
Well, you can click on the various sections. They did this section, and then they did this section here.
Did they do this section? Because that one's pretty bad, too.
No, apparently not.
Okay.
This section is satisfactory. Mm-hmm. But it's going to be, it's unfunded. Okay. And yeah.
All right, well.
Streets.sandiego.gov. If you want to know if they lasered your street, you can check it out. If you want to know if they lasered your street, and then if you want to know, if it's funded, not funded, when the construction starts or doesn't start, streets.sandiego.gov.
Okay. That's probably enough angry ranting from us. We were sorry. And again, you know what that means.
Yeah, I'm done being angry.
Okay. All right, so let's go to the UK, where a woman has broken the
Jolly good.
Guinness World Record by cleaning 3 office windows in 16.13 seconds. So I'm going to show you this, and it's pretty impressive, but I don't know. I think if I really practiced, I could beat this.
I'm gonna say that Guinness Book may have jumped the shark. I mean,
I think she missed a spot down there.
right? She's not really cleaning those windows. Come on.
No.
And the guy.
She missed a spot on that one too.
The guy balancing the lawnmowers on his chin and all that crap.
All right. Anyway, that was the fastest window cleaning in the world. What now?
I don't know. I'm hungry.
Me too.
I am very hungry. I barely ate lunch because of all of the tub spout repair that I was doing, all the copper sweating and
You were sweating copper?
Sweating copper. That's what they call it when you're soldering copper.
Oh, okay.
Sweating the connections together.
All right. You didn't have literally copper pouring out of your
No,
pores.
I wasn't like, oh, look at.
Because that would have probably made us a lot of money.
If I could
you
sweat,
copper, that
oh
would be a
man,
good
if I could
skill.
sweat copper, I wouldn't work another day in my life.
All right. Well, let's
Live
go
like you're on vacation, folks.
Right. Don't get too angry at the city. Just, go
Right.
on one angry rant and then move on.
And if I show up to a city meeting in my Triumph shirt, you'll know that I'm on vacation. I might be there, but I'm on vacation.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
Matt, see you, Matt. If you're still
thank
there,
you everyone
Jamie,
for stopping
Art.
by. Matt, Jamie, Art. Hope you all have a wonderful weekend. Happy Mother's Day or whatever else you have going on this weekend.
I think a lot of people popped in and were like, whoa, I'm getting out of here.
Those guys are really pissed off. Okay. We're not pissed off anymore.
Feeling good.
Everything's cool.
Sliding right into the weekend.
That's right. Thanks for stopping by, and we'll see y'all later.
See ya.